Yo, what's going on, people? It's your boy Huncho back at you again with another video. And so it's coming like near enough every month, either an influencer or some kind of celebrity wants to put their issues to the side and box each other. Obviously, we've seen the big ones with the likes of KSI, Logan Paul, Jake Paul, etc. But more relevant to the topic of UK rappers, it wasn't that long ago where a bunch of them wanted to hop in the ring with each other, with one of the main fights being Jay Spades versus Vic Santoro, but that never came about due to health conditions on Jay Spades' part, and then that whole situation just crumbled and nothing came of it. Recently, we've also seen the likes of Bouncer and Arms going at it, with a contract put in place for those two guys to fight, which should be a decent fight to say the least. I can't lie, I do think Bouncer has got it on this one, to be fair, but they are both big guys and all it takes is one punch from one of them, and if their chin has never been tested, it could be night-night for either one of those guys. But the reason I say this is because recently Digga and Bandokay were going at it on social media, and I just want to give you guys a heads up, these guys don't have beef or anything like that, it just seems like a bit of fun and games.
Hey Bando, what's going on, G? What's going on? Nah, I reckon. What, do you want to put on a boxing glove, G? Oh my days, 10 bags.
Alright, Digga, fuck that. Let's put on the gloves. I'm ready when you are, bruv.
After those clips went semi-viral on the blog pages yesterday, everyone was tagging Bouncer, and so he got up in the mix and said 20k each to Digga versus Bandokay, win or lose, to fight on the same day, same show as me and Arms, and then he goes on to tag a bunch of blog pages. Now, no offense to Bouncer and Arms, that fight is going to be huge and will be a huge look for the UK scene. But realistically, if Digga and Bandokay were to fight, they'd need to have their own card. Also, given the fact that those guys, I'm guessing, don't have much experience in boxing, they are going to need a bit of time to train. So if this does really go ahead, which I think there could be a small chance of it happening, if the money was right, then it should definitely be on a separate card. In response to Bouncer, Digga said, 20k, I roll with that in my pocket. If you want to do it seriously, I want 400k. And then Bouncer added Bandokay in response to Digga and said, we're going to make this happen. But as of right now, as I'm recording this video, Bandokay hasn't responded. So again, do I think this could happen? Yes, if the money was right, this could and should go down. Before anyone gets ahead of themselves, don't be thinking rappers who have got real issues with each other are just going to jump into the ring to settle their differences, because it just won't happen. As much as I'd want to see it happen along with everybody else, the reality of the situation is that is never going to happen. But I do think if you give these guys 6-7 months to train, maybe set up a card for November, December, get a crowd in, I really do think based off the names, you'll have a bunch of people wanting to watch the event if there is no lockdown. And if there is a lockdown, I can bet that a bunch of people would go out and buy the pay-per-view for the fight 100%. But moving on to our next story, and it seems as if last night Central C had a few words to say in a new freestyle that he dropped on Instagram. If you guys want to go see that freestyle, it's up on my Instagram right now. I will leave that linked down in the description below. Make sure to drop me a follow while you're over there. The other day, we was talking about how people had came out to say that Central C had made around 500k from his project due to Spotify streams. But in this freestyle, he had actually gone on to say that he's made about 1 million off it. And this is the current climate of UK rap music in 2021, where we're seeing people who are just independent rappers making millions from their projects, which is just crazy to think about how far the scene has come. Like, don't get me wrong, you know, you've got your big UK rappers out there, but for Central C to only really be getting super popping over this past year or so, to now be making this much from music, you've just got to big him up whether you like his music or not. For me, I think a lot of his music is catered towards a TikTok audience, and I'm pretty sure a lot of you know that's how he's in the position that he's in now. But even if you don't fuck with that sound, you've still got to give the guy props for what he's done. There's also a couple of shots in that freestyle too, where he seems to be going at a couple of meme pages. I could be reading it wrong, but there is a few meme pages out there that basically clown Central C near enough every day from what I've seen. and saying that he caps in his raps and things like that. And so it does seem as if in this freestyle he has responded to those meme pages. But I want to know your guys' thoughts on these stories. Let me know down in the comment section below. Give the video a little like, and if you want the latest drill, street and music news out of the UK, be sure to hit the subscribe button and the notification bell. It's been your boy Ape Huncho, and I'm out.